it is going to penalties. So after all of that, what can we say?
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
From today's match are now available.
So 2 inconclusive hours of action. All that remains then, penalties. It's almost time. You can cut the tension with a knife. Aguero is over the first kick. That's a brilliant read. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Drogba is the next to run the gauntlet. Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Haaland is the man who's second in line. Oh, it's a really good save. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
That's a good penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
This then to level matters. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
This to double their advantage. Up by 2. And that is a giant step towards the line.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
Sticks it away.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early. Everyone here are holding their breath.
Oh, he saved it!
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
It's in. Pick that one out.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
This to stay in it.
Great penalty under pressure. Again, pick the spot.
We're tied at 3 each. Through to 7, and we're still going. No, he's missed!
Oh, I feel for him.
Donnarumma, now the only hope. Oh, he saved it! That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Timber probably wasn't expecting to take this.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
So where on earth is this heading? We're up to 9. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did. Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Saliba takes us into double figures. This is quite extraordinary. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
He must, but can he?
That's just emphatic. He knew exactly what he was doing. I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Donnarumma stares down his opposite number. Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot. Brilliant. Considering the circumstances, brilliant. Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So we've done a complete round and still nothing is decided.
And in trying to ensure his spot kick, maybe he got a tad nervy. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And that is the end of that.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
So that is it, the end of the road. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Vitinha. Tries to play it through. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Passes short and sharp. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Great challenge, time to perfection. No foul, says the referee. And here's Mbappe. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Great vision. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Nicely shaped cross. Thuram. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great chance! Always going over the top.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Caught offside that time. Now he's got space here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Paris Saint-Germain have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. It's Ronaldinho! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Paris Saint-Germain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Haaland. Messi. This looks promising. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Passing nice and neat. That's a sharp pass. It's made its way to him, and he's found a way past. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's quick to get rid. Scholes. Ball comes in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Pinged towards the front line. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Thuram is very much of the non-shall pass school of defending. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. And it's Ronaldinho. Mbappe! There's a no-nonsense tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bale. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Pele. Vitinha. Pele.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh,
time.
that's a key interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitutions taking place.
So off we go again.
Paris Saint-Germain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he's there to make the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Scholes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. That has been slung wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Bale got a long way forward to join the attack. Baresi. And it's Bale. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's nice. No, he's not getting past him there. Right, Scholes. And the shot! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now. Hakimi is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Vitinha, that's going wide left. Bale, aimed at the far side. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good take in a good area. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, super ball. Scholes has got himself a free kick. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Totti, Lorenzo Insigne.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Nuno Mendes. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And this is Insigne! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Threads one in. Big chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Substitution on the field.
Well, then, number 2 then.
Lorenzo Insigne. Number 23, Pele. Number 8, Francesco Totti. Number 13, Scholes.
They've played it short.
Coming on the field.
And here's
number
Messi.
14,
Oh, somewhat off target.
Number 18,
Dembélé looking to go forward
number
now.
10, Mateus.
Hakimi
Number 22,
makes the interception.
Gerrard. Substitution in progress.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
That has not gone well. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Desailly gets over and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
A vicious ball here. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Zanetti. Luis Suarez. And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain can always take...
football ညီကိုတငယ်ချင်းများအားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါဒီကနေ့နေမာတို့လာတဲ့
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Vieira. Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Vitinha to Messi. And it's Vieira. And he's in on Zola!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Caceres. Can he get it through? Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Zola. Spread to the right. Messi in acres of space out wide. Ball is over the line. Thuram. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, such a clever touch. Cafu. He's got away. Cafu plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neither side yet able to find the net. Vitinha. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cafu. Oh, good-looking ball. Chonburi are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, they could be caught out here. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Zola. Passing nice and neat. Passes short and sharp. And he shoots! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Haaland really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
And we have our very first corner. Zola plays it short. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Great chance for a shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Haaland really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Zola. Vitinha. Mbappe is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That's Vieira. And it's Messi. Looking for the far post. Mbappe. Bale is looking to influence the game from out wide. And here's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? That's another chance. And he gets rid in a hurry.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Vieira. Half-time getting close now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Baggio on a strong run here, and he's managed to get free.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's heaved it away. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Caceres. And that's aimed into the middle. And that's the keeper's ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game
Substitutions
so
taking
far.
place.
They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Roberto Baggio. Vitinha, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And here's Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on...
Oh, and no mistake! But that is not going to count.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. It's a pretty loose pass. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. This is a promising build-up. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Haaland. Well read, and the danger is averted. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Zola goes short, and here's Zola, and there's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Caceres venturing down the left. Baresi cuts it out. Desailly. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He's a sharp little ball here. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Aims beyond the defence. Looking to play it in. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some really good ball movement.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Messi. Nice sequence of passes there. He'll try from distance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22. Kaká.
No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Pirlo. Number 19. Baggio.
And it's Bale.
Coming on the field. Number 29. Adriano.
Great vision.
Number 11.
Cross goes in. Getting up there! It's hit the crossbar.
Seydorf.
Caught offside that time.
Number 8. Del Piero. Substitution in progress.
This is Adriano.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Looking for options, for movement. Bale. And that is headed for the middle. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Del Piero. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Del Piero. He is, and Del Piero! And that is wildly off target. Tries to play it through. Bale, Ronaldinho. Oh, shooting chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Seedorf. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get on the end of this? Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Look, there has to be...
They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
That'll be a throw-in. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Zola. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Bale. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Baresi. Paris Saint-Germain are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Vieira. Eto'o. Looking tidy in possession here. Desailly. That's a cute ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Paris Saint-Germain
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are...
Oh, great leap! Oh, not the best of headers. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Messi. And he was quick to react. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Zola. Eto'o. And he is deftly away. It's Eto'o! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gullit. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Bale. Pirlo. 30 minutes gone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for options for movement. Pings it, and a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And this is Ronaldo. And this is Pullet. Just eases him off the ball. Baresi. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, super ball! Real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Pirlo. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Desailly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Seedorf. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And the through ball. That's very neat. Bullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And Pullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Additionnel.
This possibly the last play of the half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Mesdames et messieurs, un petit message pour vous signaler l'affichage d'informations sur la rotation des bus autour du stade sur les congés. Changement pour le Paris
Down to
Saint-Germain.
business again.
Le numéro 8.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Le numéro 15. Changement.
Not the most accurate pass. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Zola, and it's made its way to him. Always onto this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he...
Bale! It's a loose ball. Flashes it across, and it's straight back out.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's a good run down the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Shifted it to the flank. Now towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
So
22,
changes afoot here,
le numéro
and from
9.
both sides.
Alors
Change
place,
being made here,
le numéro 18.
presumably to tighten their
Le numéro
defence.
7.
Look, only time will
Changement en
tell
cours.
now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Messi. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Good take, and is he in? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Desailly. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. And he's forced to go back. Maldini. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Cruyff, crossed into the box.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Zola.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
A decent chance! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A case now of complete control. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Paris Saint-Germain really have been second best here. Second to every ball.
And Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So, third quarter of the game. They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's Vieira. Nice sequence of passes, this. Zola. Messi. Zola. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Maldini. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a searching pass.
Temps additionnel.
He's had it taken off him. Thuram. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Referee's given a throw. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute
Paris
now.
Saint-Germain, Lazio.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that...
Messi! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Bellingham. And he welcomes it in. Now, what about a counter-attack? Haaland. And here's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. Bellingham. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. Thuram. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Looking for a runner. In with the challenge. Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good take and a chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going to be disappointed with that. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Zola picks it up out wide. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Thuram does well to get it back. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now, can they get him away? Messi has ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lahm. Bellingham. Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Haaland. Ronaldinho.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Dembele is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Vitinha wins the duel this time.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Desailly with the clearance. Space for him to turn and look. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bellingham to Bale. Lahm. Bellingham. And that has put paid to that. Lahm. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And Messi! And that's definitely not his best. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And they're quick to get it back. Looking to play him in. Leicester clears without hesitation. Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, he's found support out wide. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Lazio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Oh, chance! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Thuram. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
It's a sharp pass. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. Zola. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Zola probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Thuram gets a foot in here. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Nesta gets across to intercept that. And it's Messi. Thuram. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haaland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
The two
17.
coaches are signalling changes
15.
here, both at the same
Le
time.
numéro 25. Le numéro
Luis
7.
Suarez.
Le numéro
Luis
19.
Suarez.
Messi.
Bale.
À leur place,
was
le
not
numéro
proper.
8. Pirlo.
Paris Saint-Germain
Le numéro
really can't be faulted for
Le
their
numéro
attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be
Le
fully
numéro
deserved.
26. Luis Suarez. Le
And here's
numéro 20.
Saviola.
Changement
Now he's
en
running. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Lazio! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Attention, changement.
Lazio have opted to make another change here. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that was nowhere near his best. Donnarumma punts it upfield. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
It's played through for him. Now it's Saviola.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there. Bale. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. Pirlo. Ronaldinho. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Suarez. They'll have to settle for that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
ဘာမှပို့ပြောစရာမရှိဘူး
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Looking for options, for movement. Looking for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Vietnam can try it again now. It's their second corner of the game. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Hazard tries to pass it through. And now they can spring out of defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Not where it came from. Now this could be a chance. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vitinha. Vieira. And it's Messi. Messi! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Vieira. The most accurate pass. They changed the score, 0-0 it remains. And here's Haaland, now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Zola. Cruyff. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And Messi! Well, that is really good tenacity. Jordi Alba getting this one clear. He's gone for goal!
Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Hazard, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Picks out and he shoots! There it is! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Messi really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Zanetti. Vieira. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Zola. And they can counter here. Cannavaro. Pirlo. Cruyff. Vieira.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And a chance! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a...
Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Zola goes short. And this is Messi. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. And here's Messi. And that interception was
2 added minutes
most
have been
necessary.
indicated.
Pirlo. Rafael Varane. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? And that's a dangerous... And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please be reminded.
Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second period is on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that is expertly dealt with. Ibrahimovic. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha, cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a good foray he's making.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Hazard. Ambitious ball here, and he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Vieira. And it's Messi. Solar. Shapes to shoot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
After 58 minutes is...
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cruyff. Ball's played through. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And here's Hazard. Gives it back. Hazard.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Cannavaro. Good running, strong and purposeful. Varane makes the interception. Vieira. Jordi Alba. This is a promising build-up. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he cuts out the supply. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! And he's quick to return it. Baresi can... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, well played, well played.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Peeler. Number 14,
And it's Jordi Alba.
Johan Cruyff.
This is Rui Costa.
Number 10,
Messi
Ibrahimovic.
is someone with real
Number
dynamite in his
17,
boots.
Mbappe. Number 9.
Now that's well seen too.
Coming on the
Lovely
field.
pass, but can he get there?
Number 16, Rodri.
Pirlo.
Number 24, Rui Costa. Number 11,
Paris Saint-Germain
Del Piero.
still have the cards to
Number
affect this
20,
game.
Gullit. Number 4, Messi. Substitution.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. That is a great pick out. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Gullit. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Can he finish? And that's in. And they get themselves in front. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And very... Luis Suarez! And he's following up! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain have opted to make another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Paris Saint-Germain really could have done without this. So where will he go? Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Now it's Cruyff.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Deftly away. Rodri. And here's Del Piero.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That has ended up in no man's land.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There will be 3 minutes
Plays the
added
game
time.
a step ahead of almost anyone. Played out towards the right wing. And he's had it nicked away. Cruyff. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Bale gets into a good position. He's being urged, there's the shot! And he's heaved it away. And that will be it. Magic, what a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, the
Please be
draw
made
was
aware that
always likely to be on the
smoking is
card. So
only permitted in
overall, I don't think
designated
any...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Angleterre.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Baresi calmly anticipates. Messi. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Haaland. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Here's Yamal. Yamal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's neat. Goes for a shot! Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Thuram. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's been hooked away. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. That has been cut short. That has ended up in no man's land. Maldini. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's had it taken off him. And it's Messi. Messi.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Now it's Haaland. Paris Saint-Germain
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Eto'o. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bounce of passing here, really easy on Messi! And the pass is intercepted. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Bale. Baresi. And it's Thuram. Desailly. Baresi. Played over towards the opposite flank. That's Thuram. Desailly. Baresi. Vitinha. Desailly. Vieira. And it's Bale. Zola. To Messi. Vieira. Ronaldinho. That pass has been well intercepted. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Vitinha. Bale is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Now it's Yamal. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's the chance to counter. De Rossi. And it's Ronaldinho. Vieira. And here's Yamal. Passes short and sharp.
Ronaldinho.
He's going for goal! Oh, he's hit the bar! That has been knocked clear.
That's a player who's very good at his craft. If space is to be found, he'll find it.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Bale. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Rossi. So what can they make of this? And Yamal. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Desailly. And it's Vieira. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Haaland. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball's gone out of play. And here's Messi. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Vitinha, distributed tidily. And here's Haaland. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. De Rossi. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. De Rossi. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, no joy this time. Looking for options for movement. And here comes the corner.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
England have their second corner
Le
now.
numéro 17, le numéro 15. À leur place,
And he's there to clear
le
it.
numéro 20, le numéro 8, Pirlo, le numéro 3.
Vieira.
Attention, changement.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Maldini. Half an hour gone in the second half. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's quick to return it. That's a good ball out wide. Bale. And that is expertly dealt with.
England truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Probing pass.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Hakimi. And it's Cruyff. It's a sharp pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
There is some
25.
activity down on the
Numéro
touchline.
19.
It seems there's going to be a change.
À leur place, le numéro 11, Ronaldinho.
Bale.
Le numéro 10,
Neymar.
Neymar.
Bale puts them all in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he's managed to get
Temps
free.
additionnel, 1 minute.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bale. Pirlo. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Looking for a runner. Think through. Good ball, good... Mbappe! And he couldn't finish.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Aguero going after that. Stood up well to him there. Philipp Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. Zambrota. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bale is the type of player who always... That could spell trouble. And he's managed to get... Goes for a shot! Goal! The first significant strike. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Is number 19.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Doesn't quite get there.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Aguero! Wonderful Aguero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Somalia are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Now it's Messi, takes a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pass somewhat off target. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mbappe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ronaldinho. To Hazard. Vitinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Hazard. Lahm in acres of space out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Hazard. He is through here. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Vieira can get it clear. Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Has a look up and delivers. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Hangs one in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Zola. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. This is Hazard. He's gone away. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
2 added minutes has been
Somalia find a
indicated.
position of real strength now. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. And here's Sola. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Azar, nice looking ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Paris Saint-Germain really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that.
He's having a hit! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Desailly. Vieira. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Somalia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. It's run loose here. Desailly cuts out the pass. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Bruno Fernandes.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Somalia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Desailly spots it and intercepts. That is good alertness. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldinho. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's quick to get rid.
Substitution on the field. Hazard. Bruno Fernandes. Number 19. Aguero. Coming on the
Luis
field.
Suarez.
Number 20. Messi. Sola.
Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Schneider, and he was quick to react. Sola. And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's very neat. And now a sudden chance to counter. Schneider. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Bale. Desailly. Ronaldinho. Bale. Tries to get it clear. Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner.
Substitution on the field. Varane. Coming on to replace him is number 2, Ferdinand.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Luis Suarez. Somalia have the chance to go the other way. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found a way through. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter...
Takes the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, and it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. No, he's managed to misplace that. And he's intervened well there. Messi is one whose deliveries we all know about.
3 minutes at a time.
Where it came from. He's in a great position. And the finish! And there's a goal! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Somalia visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Looking to play him in. And that's it. Paris Saint-Germain have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Donnarumma turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
Saka. Zola. Vitinha. Bale. And he's there to clear it. Haaland finds himself offside. Now it's Mbappe, and he's got away from it. Zola. Now Mbappe. Bale. In the end, they found themselves 10 in, nowhere to go. Messi. Chance here to counter. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Neymar. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Paris Saint-Germain are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Short changes him with that pass. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hakimi. Paris Saint-Germain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula. Tries a shot! Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Saka. And it's Neymar. And that is a little undercooked. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar. And they're quick to get it back. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Nedved chasing after it. Messi. Desailly promptly onto that, and that is that. De Ligt cuts it out. De Ligt spots it and intercepts.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And this is Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's just a little long. Messi. Neymar. Nice bit of trickery. Somewhat off target. And he's being shifted off it. That's a sharp pass. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Haaland. Nedved. Tries a measured ball. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The major moment in the game. Just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Mbappe! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Hakimi getting this one clear. Vitinha. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Played into space. That's good vision. And this is Messi, looking for options for movement. It's not an especially good pass, that. Neymar running with the ball. Ekitike receives it in a good position here. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's the header! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Baresi makes the interception. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Messi. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile.
Zola! World class from Zola! A finish right from the top draw. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a break.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. This is Messi. Oh, he's on his own. And Messi! Baresi tries to clear. Spread out to the left. Haaland. Good ball over the top. He's got a... Mbappe! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nedved. Bale simply refused to be outdone there. Zola. Vitinha. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thinks about the shot. Looking for a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. And the keeper beats it away. The ball has bounced loose now. Vitinha. Now it's Haaland. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Messi. And they can counter here. Nedved. Neymar. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, well played, well played. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
They're up to 5 corners now. Haaland! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Knocks it into space. Bale kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Haaland. Can he get it through? Messi here's onto this. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! Oh, good finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there.
And there goes the final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Modric. And this ended up in no man's land. Messi. Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Thuram. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Aguero. Now, can they get him away? Modric. And that is well cleared. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And that was very necessary. De Bruyne. De Bruyne scooting forward. So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Bale with the clearance. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And that's a good ball. Aguero with the cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Crossed it again. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bale. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Zola shifted it to the flank. It's a good spell of possession, this. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Paris Saint-Germain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long...
Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi. Desailly gets it clear. Modric looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. He's having a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. It's Thuram. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. The pass is intercepted. It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. Yeah, is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than it. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper. A header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Deftly away. Shot, surely! What a wonderful goal! Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And this is closer. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Modric running with intent. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi, Mbappe.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
De Bruyne, Messi. Aguero. And Akanji. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he was alert to it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Paris Saint-Germain leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Here it is, crossed in. And it's hoisted clear. And Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. Caught offside that time. And this is Aguero. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, this could be a chance.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Haaland, chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Out for a throw. And it's Lahm, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Closer. Closer! Oh, split-second reaction.
Closer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared without hesitation. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intent...
He's gone for goal! And that will sail harmlessly past.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Bale gets a foot in here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. De Bruyne, never out of the action for very long. Akanji. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zola. Oh, shooting chance! That was mighty close.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
So we
7,
have movement on both
le
benches.
numéro 19, Messi. À leur place, le numéro 14, Eto'o.
Haaland.
Le numéro 20, attention, changement.
That pass isn't the best. Modric, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Now they could break here. And he's got away from him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a rise. And here's closer.
Might want to be careful there.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lahm gets into a good position.
Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Götze.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their back.
Decent chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. And he's straight offside. Now it's Eto'o, neatly clipped into space. Desailly spots it and intercepts. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Thuram makes the interception. And here's Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Zola! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Zola is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. And it's Cruyff. Oh, good take in a good area.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Very much into the last knockings. 2 minutes to be added on. That's been intercepted. Yeah. Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Paris Saint-Germain, FC Barcelone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
It's their first effort on goal.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Messi has it in a wide position. No way through, so back it comes. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's taking on the lot of them. Applies the finish. Bale is there to clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Thuram. Chance, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Thuram probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And we have liftoff! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredibly, he got so much power with so little backlift.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Desailly demonstrating his defensive quality there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zamprota. He's in plenty of space here. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Thuram, always a very imposing presence at the back. That has not gone well. And he's forced to go back. Now he's off and running. Now it's Haaland. Ball's played through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Can he finish? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Messi plays it short. It's run loose, who's going to get... There's the shot! That's got him rattled. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. A header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Neymar. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Desailly kept his eye on it, and he's there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Zola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he has shown him a yellow card. Paris Saint-Germain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Not the most accurate pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Played into the box. He's cut it out. Oh, easy pickings there. Played out to the left flank. Bale, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Temps additionnel.
Haaland! De Bruyne. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Paris Saint-Germain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
It's come to nothing. Van Dijk gets it clear.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And here's Mbappe. Haaland. Zola. Great chance! Messi! Genius! About as smooth as it gets. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they...
Mbappe!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Out towards the flank, and this is Messi. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zola for Messi. And he's had it nicked away. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Zola looking to add to his goal. He is through here. In gets his head on it. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. And here's Zola. It's made its way to him. Oh, takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's an errant pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Knocks it out wide. Thuram has the space to scheme. De Bruyne. Messi. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, now he can run away with it. And he's running through.
That's good play from him.
Well, that's surely a foul free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Le numéro 17, le numéro 25,
And it's De Bruyne.
le numéro 19,
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change
le
here.
numéro 3, le numéro 8, Pirlo,
It's a sharp
le
pass.
numéro 11, Ronaldinho,
Now it's Mbappe,
le numéro
looking for the
21.
run. Ball looks a good one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Hakimi. He's got away. Played in. Yamal. Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. Nice bit of trickery. Aimed beyond the defence. De Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Desailly. Could be danger here. He might be in here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Well, this looks promising in terms of Messi! And he can clear it away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just the keeper in his chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A case now of complete control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Somewhat off target. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That's a good ball. Oh no, this does not look good. Modric. De Bruyne. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Haaland. And the shot! And that is as much as we have time for. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate